welcome to my YouTube channel. I know it has been quite a while since I have posted a video. I know it is long overdue, and so I thought that I would not only post a video, but I would post a video from a location that I have never been at. I have been by it many times, but I have never actually been here. And where I am right now is just south of Keewaydin. So this is Keewaydin Island, and this is the sandbar that is sometimes present during a very low tide. You can see that there is a pontoon that is very stuck, that is going to be there for a very long time because they're in probably maybe 2 inches of water, and the tide is still going out right now. And then behind me is Marco Island, so that is going to be Marco to the south. And I'm just gonna kind of explore a little bit this little sandbar. I don't really know if anything will be on here or not, but we're gonna check it out. So as I'm walking, I'll kind of just point my camera down so you guys can see. I'm gonna go out in the water just a little bit just to see if there's anything, maybe anything alive that we can see. It's just a beautiful evening here. I wanted to first off thank all of you. There have been a lot of you. Oh, here's a little crabber. Ooh, he's getting ready to fight me. I wanted to thank those of you who have reached out to me, whether you have commented on a video, whether you have reached out to me directly via email or Facebook message asking how I'm doing. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I greatly appreciate that. It is very nice to know that so many of you care and were concerned that I kind of stopped posting videos. Here is a live whelk for you guys to see, and you can tell that he's alive not only by the way he's kind of sitting, but the very tip right there, you're gonna see a little black part. That's the animal. I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up so you guys can see him. There he is, and he's gonna go into his shell, and then there's the operculum, which is gonna be that trap door that he holds in nice and tight, and it looks like he's in the process of eating a coquina there. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. So we'll put him back and let him finish his dinner. But I did want to just thank all of you very, very much. I did try to get back to each and every one of you, and if I did not, I do apologize. It wasn't intentional, and you're welcome to reach back out to me if you did comment or email and I happen to not reply. Life does not come with directions. That's all I can tell you. And sometimes we think life is a certain way, and then all of a sudden it changes. Sometimes that change can be our choice, and sometimes that change is not our choice. And either way, we have to adapt, and we have to modify some things to get through some changes. Here's a beautiful little sand dollar. And last year, about this time, my life drastically changed. I had a very big life change that occurred and kind of started a domino effect for me for a lot of things. And pretty much my entire life has changed. Really quick, of course, as I'm trying to talk to you guys, here is an awesome find. This is an albino whelk, not a speck of color on it, just a little bit of green algae there at the bottom, but this is an albino whelk, and it is alive. You guys can see the critter in there, but pure white. What a cool find. What a cool thing to see, an albino whelk alive. That is super cool. Hopefully you guys are getting a good view of that. Anyhow, my whole life changed. So really the only thing that remained the same for me is the vehicle I drive and my beauty business, but that actually changed too due to the hurricane. I've pretty much relaunched my entire business under a new business name and a new office in a new town. So literally everything in my life changed. And just like all of you, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that can relate to this, and sometimes things happen in our lives and we just have no control over it, and it kind of shocks us a little bit, and we have to kind of take a step back and reevaluate and regroup. And that's kind of what I did this past year. I just really needed to take some time and kind of figure some things out. So my apologies for being MIA so long, and I do appreciate so many of you reaching out to check in on me. It was greatly appreciated, and I do thank you very, very much. Having said that, I no longer am in Fort Myers. I have not been to Sanibel Island since the hurricane, so that was another thing. Oh, look, here's an alphabet cone. That was another thing that that really rocked everyone's world down here, was the hurricane in September. Nobody was really expecting it to be that bad, and it changed a lot of lives down here in Southwest Florida. I have been very blessed to have the opportunity to get back into a relationship with someone I knew back in high school. Had an opportunity to get together back then, and it didn't work out. The timing just wasn't right. And finally, it seems like the timing is quite perfect. So I'm very grateful for that. He has 4 wonderful children who are amazing, and I'm sure that you will start to see them perhaps in some videos. One of them definitely wants to, a little junior sheller, definitely wants to help me out with some videos here, so you will be seeing him soon. And we might even be doing some fishing videos as well. So for those of you who are into fishing, you might be able to get some virtual fishing going on my channel as well. So stay tuned for that. Dustin in high school was into water skiing and water sports, wakeboarding. He is amazing. He's been doing it for over 20 years. And in high school, Dustin was into water sports, water skiing. He did a lot of water ski shows locally here in Naples, and started his business doing water ski and wakeboard charters. And he's had this business about 20 years. Ooh, look at this, a perfect flat. Look at that, beautiful. Haha, flat Stanley, love it. And anyway, he's had Marco Water Sports as a business for about 20 years, and I'm very honored to have been able to invest in this business with him. And we recently just acquired an amazing boat. For some of you may have seen that on Facebook. It is an accessible boat. So not only can we offer fishing and shelling charters in addition to water sports, but we can offer that to our customers who may have some mobility limitations, who may not be able to get on and off a traditional boat, and who may need the assistance of a ramp, who may be requiring the use of a wheelchair, who may be needing to use a walker. So it is one of the only boats on Marco Island that is accessible, and we're very, very excited for that. We've done some charters for some disabled veterans and some charity events that we're able to take disabled veterans and their families out at no cost to them. So if you know somebody, if you or someone you know is a disabled veteran, and you're looking to get out on a charter, please look us up, marcowatersports.com, and look what we have here. It looks like we've got a rather large horse conch here. Let's see, buried in the water. Let's see if it's alive or not. And it is not. Look at that. So a lot of times we find these alive, as you guys have seen, and every once in a while, occasionally we do find them empty. I'm just getting some of the sand out, but these are so fun. They are usually really kind of not pretty, because they've got the periostracum. Okay, so that's going to be the dark skin that you see when the shell is alive, and you can see how it's kind of flaking off. And then it's sometimes covered in some barnacles and some algae. But usually when you put these guys in bleach, I usually do 50% bleach, pretty high concentration of bleach for about probably 7 days. Just kind of watch it, and usually that periostracum and the barnacles will come off. You can periodically take it out and take like a screwdriver and kind of get some of these barnacles off. Usually the bleach will soften them and they'll come right off. And then underneath the barnacles, let me kind of show you, you'll still have some of that skin. So you'll want to get the barnacles off and then put it back in bleach. But usually they clean up pretty nice. This is kind of an older one. You can kind of tell because it's got some erosion here, some pitting on the shell, and you can see that it's not going to be a super vibrant orange, but it should clean up pretty nice. So we'll take that one home for sure. Oh, here's some live whelks. Here's one, here's two, hopefully you can see, and here's another. Nice big one there. Love seeing the live shells. Love seeing them. Nice, healthy adults, hopefully breeding, producing more shells for us. Let's see what we got over here. Here's another little whelk, another live one. Pretty. So love seeing all the live whelks. And to see if we can see anything else. The tide is still rushing out. I don't know if you guys can see the current, but it is just ripping out. Crazy how low. You can see how far away I am from the shoreline, and the tide is still just going out. Tons and tons of whelks out here. There's another one up here. So cool. Oh, I finally get to show you guys one of these. So comment below if you are into horses. Any fellow equestrians that know what a bell boot is. Comment below. Every time I see these, I think of like a ripped bell boot out in the pasture, but this is actually an egg casing. Moon snails, Gaudinauticas, shark eyes, that family produces egg casings that look like this. And they're very rubbery, as you can see. I can like bend it, but as they dry out, they will start to break apart. So I've tried to salvage these and preserve them. I have not found a way yet. The minute they dry out, they become almost like sand and they just completely crumble. But right now it's kind of moist still. It hasn't completely dried out. It's kind of rubbery, but this is what their egg casing looks like. So pretty cool. So as far as my beauty business, I did move my office to Naples. I am still doing permanent makeup, specializing in permanent eyebrows, and then I'm also offering the 3D nipple and areola restoration for breast cancer survivors and other breast surgical patients. So that's been really fun for me. It's a job that I really do enjoy doing, and you can check out my new website at naplespermanentmakeup.com. So that's all going well. Like I said, life is just, sometimes it's just hard, and we need to just sometimes take a breath and regroup. So that's what I did, and I am definitely hoping to be able to get back into taking some more videos and posting more regularly. So I do greatly appreciate your patience with me kind of getting my life back together. If you do have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to me as always at virtualshelling@gmail.com, or you can comment directly below this video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little beach walk, this little sandbar excursion. I mean, the sandbar is huge, and we have an excessively negative low tide going on right now. So normally the tide is not quite this low. So this is definitely a exception. And I have not been, like I said, oh, here's a little rough scallop out this way to shell. So it's definitely a fun little area to be at and explore. So I'm glad you guys could come along with me. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this long overdue episode. I want to leave you with a piece of advice. whatever is going on in your life right now, enjoy every moment of it. Your kids, your family, your spouse, your pets, your work, your job, your friends, whatever you have going on, do your best to just enjoy every day of your life, because you just never know when it all can change. And having said that, if all of a sudden something in your life does change, if you lose your job, if you have a death in the family, a loss of a pet, if you have to move, if you have a financial strain, if something happens that changes your happiness or changes your comfort zone that you're used to, just know that there's something better around the corner and stay positive. That is the best advice I can give you, is just to continue to move forward with the most positive attitude you can, as much as it's hard and it hurts and you may be grieving and hurting and angry or frustrated or all of these emotions. My advice is to just try to take a deep breath and look forward to a really great future. That is my advice to you. I am very blessed and very grateful every single day. This past year has been both very tragic and very, very wonderful. So I am grateful and blessed every single day. I hope you all are too. So with that, have a shell-tastic day, and I will see you guys again hopefully very soon. Bye-bye.